What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at Trump's gold card, right? Basically a fast track to U.S. citizenships. Pay to enter, pay to play, whatever you want to call it, but let's just go ahead and dive right into it.
Mr. President, with all due respect, your gold card where you're selling basically citizenship into the United States, like I don't feel like it's America first. So what it is President Trump just announced the launch of the Trump gold card, $1 million for individuals, $2 million for corporations. Basically,
that is crazy. Right away they're calling like this is really pay to enter. I know it's not like you get citizenship like instantly, but like it eventually leads to citizenship, right? The U.S. already has like investment-based immigration, those type of things. Basically, you know, you kind of have this job requirements, job creation requirements, and all these sort of things that kind of you know, have business here. It's called EB-5, right? But this version removes like some of the requirements, which changes the purposes from like investment to straight up pay to enter. You already know.
basically what this is that if you want citizenship into our country, it's going to cost you $1 million. If you work for a company and they want to sponsor you, it's going to be $2 million for those corporations. That money is then going to go directly into the treasury. Some say that this is good for American workers because, hey, if you're in negotiations, let's say with Apple as an engineer, and you are competing with someone from India, but they're also going to have to be sponsored, you already have $2 million up just by being an American citizen. But here's the caveat. This move leaves less space for U.S. students and raises tuition in direct competition with those rich countries. So if you're just Joe Blow from Podunk, Ohio, best of luck trying to get into any of these institutions because they're already going to be bombarded with all of these rich kids from these rich countries.
You know, it's crazy. It's just that, man, there's already a lot of like shortages, probably like engineering and stuff like that. So companies really don't want to go foreign, but they kind of go foreign because there aren't enough applicants. That's kind of what it is. But adding like a $2 million sponsor fee can really push companies overseas rather encourage them to hire Americans. So instead of protecting workers, this could be pushing them to outsource.
Description of the Trump gold card, please.
Sure. So for an individual, it's $1 million, and for a corporation, it's $2 million. And as the president said, for a corporation, they spend $2 million. They can then have an employee, full vetting, the best vetting the government has ever done, $15,000 vetting to make sure these people absolutely qualify to be in America. Absolutely qualify.
Do you remember when the Trump
administration? What's crazy? It's just like, all right, this clip said they sold billions of dollars worth of this, but was it a lie? All right, overstating participation makes the program probably appear popular. It creates investor hype and political momentum. It pretty much is trying to normalize wealth-based entry to the United States. That's exactly what they're doing, bro. If you really break down the numbers, they're saying 1 million. This is for corporations. Then it was like 5 million for individuals. Man, what is it? To be honest, if you go with the $5 million number and you divide that, you know, well, if you take 1.3 billion, which is say they sold, and divide that by the 5 million, you really only have 260 cards. 260 cars is not a big number. Like, let's just keep it honest. Keep it real.
Told us that they had sold 1,000 gold cards at $5 million a piece, netting $5 billion. Yeah, that was a lie. We knew it then, but the administration has since confirmed it. Now, they confirmed that in a post today with this story in the New York Times that Doge team is now building a system to sell gold cards. Now, the gold cards are supposedly replacing the EB-5 visas, which already generated the United States $4 billion a year. And they're saying that this will only generate about $5 to $6 billion a year. The old EB-5 system was for investors that would spend $800,000 to $1 million in the United States and employ at least 10 people. Now, the new $5 million gold card doesn't require any of that. But there's also an issue with it in that it can't get around existing naturalization laws, and you can't just buy your way into having permanent U.S. residency without meeting all of that criteria.
So this is the crazy part. They do all this and it'd still be considered illegal. It'd still be illegal. This is probably one of the most important parts in today's video. But you cannot legally bypass existing immigration laws by inventing a new card. You just can't. Only Congress can create immigration categories. The president cannot legally create citizen lanes in his own, like he can't. Many gold card recipients could pay millions and still get deported later. Like it's a fast track to citizenship, but not citizenship.
And the Trump administration hasn't figured that out yet, especially with their own immigration stance. A lot of these $5 million purchase cards wouldn't meet the law, and these people would end up being illegal immigrants and need to be deported.
Whether you call it a gold card, a green card, or a blue card, it's still lawful permanent residence in the United States. But apparently this $5 million gold card will make it quicker for you to become a U.S. citizen versus having a green card where you would have to wait 5 years. The real question is, can Donald Trump create a whole new category of lawful permanent residents all by himself? For the last 250 years, it's Congress that makes the laws and the presidents that execute those laws. But in the first month of President Trump, it appears Congress is ceding their power to him. And it's now the president who makes laws and executes them.
You know, it's crazy is because that is a very big constitutional issue, is because immigration law belongs to Congress. They have the authority to supersede anything like that. They can block it in court. They can challenge it immediately. But like he said, it looks like they're just giving Trump what he wants.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
He's probably putting
Donald Trump's gold card scam is getting viciously mocked online right now, and it's easy to see why. After all, this is the official website that has a view of mountains, and as you scroll, the Trump gold card pops up like the Paramount logo.
So, don't worry, what soulless, ethically bankrupt, arse-kissing corporation would even think of doing something like that?
And if that ain't a sign off the bat that this is a fucking bribery scam, allow me to prove it to you. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the $1 million Trump gold card visa program, God bless your soul. The too long I didn't read is essentially fuck meritocracy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Calling it bribery is dramatic, but the structure really does resemble a political pay-to-play model, man. Basically, wealth buys special treatment. Regular immigrants have to wait like 5 to 10 years. Gold card people are really like, skip the line. Let me just skip the line because I want to get up. That's just shortcutting the whole process. All right, but let's keep watching.
If you got money, you're in. But in terms that Trump himself couldn't even read, according to its website, the Trump Gold Card is a visa that is based upon an individual's ability to, quote, provide a substantial benefit to the United States. In order to apply, interested applicants are required to pay a $15,000 non-refundable processing fee to get things started on their application. Once a person is approved, then they're required to make a $1 million gift to the United States. But
That's
I think
crazy.
we all know that means Donald Trump's bank account. And as if that wasn't clear enough by Donald Trump's sheer existence on our godforsaken planet, well, apparently you can pay for the Trump Gold Card with crypto. You know, the thing that Trump and his family have made billions of dollars off of already in his second term.
The Trump family is worth about $5 billion more today after launching a new cryptocurrency venture. Public disclosure, so President Trump's family members hold 22.5 billion tokens of World Liberty Financial, which opened trading yesterday. Now the windfall is raising ethical concerns.
Now, before you go take a long walk into the ocean like I want to do.
Wow, dude, the crypto angle, this deserves way more attention. This could be a video in itself, to be honest. That opens the door for a lot of money laundering and foreign influence. Like, come on, because you know how it is. Crypto anonymity, it has been flagged repeatedly in financial crimes. Like, immigration programs usually require transparent financial audits, like very transparent. So yeah, that's not just shady, it's risky.
Every day reading the news, I implore you to to stick around because the memes, which are the only things we have to live for these days, are well worth it. First though, here is Donald Trump today, acutely and surprisingly awake while discussing his scam for immigrants.
And here are two gifts.
They always making fun of this man falling asleep. That shit is hilarious.
It's a gift of getting somebody great coming into our country, because we think these will be some tremendous people that wouldn't be allowed to stay. You know, they graduate from college, they have to go back to India, they have to go back to China, they have to go back to France, they have to go back to wherever they came from. Very hard to stay. It's a shame. It's ridiculous things we're taking care of.
Man, stop it, man. Why are you trying to make this frame? He's painting wealthy international graduates as victims who deserve to stay. Stop it.
Right, what a shame it would have to be for you sorry souls to go back to your shithole countries like China, India, and France.
And as meanwhile, the poor immigrants are criminalized.
It's not just those poor rich immigrants that would benefit from it. It's actually, as Donald Trump admits here, himself and corporations.
The companies are going to be very happy.
Donald Trump just said the gold card is a green card on steroids. It's a pathway to citizenship.
Well, to kind of go back to, he said that companies are going to be really happy. That's because corporations love it. They get elite talent with guaranteed residency. Like, that's pretty much it. But the corporations, dude. The corporations are winning.
If you have $1 million.
Thought I'd start by announcing two things. This is the gold card, as you know. The Secretary of Commerce and myself and some others have been working on for quite a while. And Howard, how much have we sold in a few days?
$1.3 billion worth in a matter of a couple of days.
That's essentially it's the green card on steroids. And it's a pathway.
Openly saying that money gets you in front of the line. Not contribution, not family, not safety. Money. As we all know, people who work, people who contribute, people who pay taxes, wait for years. That doesn't just feel disgusting. That is disgusting. This administration has decided that wealth equals worth. But here's the confusing part.
Wealth equals worth. This line is so powerful, it probably deserves a whole damn breakdown. Basically, this policy basically says your value to America is measured in money. That's exactly what it said. Immigration really valued family unity, contributions over time. This whole thing just really flips the whole process, the whole immigration into like a luxury product. That's pretty much what it is. It's a luxury product.
He's talking about the millions of people who have crossed the border during Biden's term.
And they came from prisons and mental institutions, and they were drug dealers, and all sorts of people came in that shouldn't be here. They came from the jails all over Venezuela, all over the world, the Congo.
Listen.
And now when they come in, they have to pay $1 million. And we've had a tremendous surge in.
So which one is it? Is the problem who comes in? Or is it they're fine as long as they're rich? Because you heard him, right? He said now they'll have to pay $1 million.
Bro, that's basically what it is, man. It's criminals versus millionaires. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you have the money to pay. That's just exactly what it is, man. It's a fear-based tax that he is trying to paint fear into a lot of people. This rhetoric disappears. As soon as money enters the equation, it exposes the real motivation here is profit. And it's not protection. Like, let's just be honest. So look, the gold card isn't about fairness, safety, or putting America or Americans first. It's about creating a VIP entrance to get whoever can afford it to and don't want to wait in line to the front of the line. That's exactly what it is. It's just does not make sense. But we'll see how this goes, guys. I appreciate you watching today's video. Go ahead and like, hype, comment your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.